Welcome to IMG Helping Hands. Today, we're talking about an important topic that affects many hardworking doctors around the world, international medical graduates, or IMGs, and their tough journey to get residency positions. Imagine spending years studying medicine, sacrificing so much to help others, only to find out that your next steps are full of challenges. That's what IMGs go through, and their path is filled with hard work, patience, and many obstacles. In this video, we'll explain what IMGs have to do to get a residency, the difficulties they face, and why they are so important for healthcare systems everywhere. Stay with us as we share stories of determination, hope, and the incredible value these doctors bring to the world of medicine. Imagine this. After years of rigorous training, sacrifices, and relentless studying, you finally graduate from medical school. You're now a doctor, ready to begin your career in healthcare. But there's a catch. Your medical degree is from another country. This makes you an international medical graduate, or IMG, and the next steps are far more complex than you could have ever anticipated. For IMGs, securing a residency position is essential for practicing medicine in countries like the United States. But the journey for these skilled professionals isn't easy. It's a journey filled with challenges, from stringent exams and credentialing requirements to the long, stressful process of securing visas and navigating a highly competitive residency match system. For many, this process can feel like an uphill battle, but it's also a journey driven by resilience, passion, and the unwavering desire to make a difference in the lives of others. This video will take you through the barriers that IMGs face and the impactful role they play in the healthcare systems that rely on them. We'll explore how IMG-focused organizations and support networks step in to help, why residency programs need these international professionals, and what makes the journey worthwhile despite all the challenges. Our goal today is to bring awareness to the struggles IMGs experience and recognize the extraordinary value they add to patient care worldwide. Who are international medical graduates, or IMGs, and why are they essential to the medical landscape? Simply put, IMGs are physicians who obtained their medical degree outside of the country where they plan to practice. This might include doctors trained in the Philippines, India, Pakistan, Nigeria, and countless other countries, who then move to countries like the United States, Canada, or the United Kingdom for residency and practice. Many of these doctors were motivated to become physicians by a deep commitment to healthcare and a desire to serve diverse populations. In countries like the U.S., IMGs make up a substantial part of the workforce, often serving in underserved areas where medical professionals are in short supply. In fact, without IMGs, some rural and inner-city hospitals would face a critical shortage of doctors, particularly in primary care, emergency medicine, and other high-demand specialties. However, despite their qualifications, many IMGs face an uphill battle. They need to meet demanding standards, pass challenging exams, and navigate immigration hurdles. Their journey isn't just about transitioning to a new medical system, it's about proving, time and again, that they meet the rigorous standards of international healthcare while adapting to cultural and language barriers. Earliest and most demanding hurdles for IMGs is meeting the strict licensing and credentialing requirements in their target country. In the United States, for example, IMGs must pass a series of exams known as the United States Medical Licensing Examination, or USMLE. This exam series is rigorous, covering medical knowledge, clinical skills, and even language proficiency to ensure that all doctors meet a consistent standard. The USMLE process is not only challenging, but also expensive. Each step of the exam requires dedicated study, often involving months, if not years, of preparation. Many IMGs are balancing these exams with their current work, family obligations, or even other financial responsibilities. Imagine, for instance, an IMG from a low-income country who is now not only facing these expensive exams but also the cost of living in a different country while they prepare. In addition to exams, the process of validating their foreign medical degree is a complex, time-consuming task. Every credential, every transcript, and even their medical school curriculum must be verified and approved, which can delay the process by months or even years. This often leaves IMGs in a state of limbo, waiting for the approval needed to take the next step forward. Despite these hurdles, IMGs persist, driven by their passion for healthcare and their dream of serving in their The visa and immigration process can be one of the most stressful parts of their journey. Securing a visa is crucial for IMGs to legally work and train in their target country, and in the United States, most IMGs apply for either the J-1 or H-1B visa. Each of these visas has its own unique requirements, limitations, and associated costs, which can create significant challenges. The J-1 visa, for example, requires IMGs to return to their home country for at least 2 years after completing their training, unless they qualify for a waiver. This means that even if an IMG secures a residency position, they may still face the prospect of leaving the country for 2 years before they can continue their medical career. The H-1B visa, while more flexible, is limited in availability and often tied to specific employers or programs, creating an additional layer of uncertainty. Adding to this, the visa application process can be long and unpredictable. IMGs often find themselves waiting for months or even years due to processing delays or changes in immigration policies. This can be incredibly frustrating, as these delays are often beyond their control. Nevertheless, many IMGs push through these obstacles, fueled by their dedication to medicine and the hope of making a lasting impact on the lives of their logistical and financial barriers. IMGs also face the challenge of adapting to a new culture and language. For many IMGs, English is not their first language, and communicating with patients in a high-stakes environment like a hospital can be incredibly stressful. Even for those fluent in English, medical terminology, idioms, and cultural nuances can sometimes create communication barriers that take time to overcome. In addition, the healthcare culture in a new country can be vastly different from what they're used to. Practices, medical protocols, and even patient expectations can differ significantly. For example, an IMG from a country with limited healthcare resources might find it challenging to adjust to the fast-paced, technology-driven environment of an American hospital. This cultural adaptation isn't just about language. It's about learning to understand patients' needs, recognizing subtle social cues, and building trust with colleagues in a new environment. Despite the challenges, many IMGs excel, using their unique cultural backgrounds as a strength, allowing them to provide more culturally sensitive care to diverse patient populations. Process is already highly competitive for all applicants, but for IMGs, this competition often includes additional obstacles. Many residency programs openly prioritize graduates from domestic medical schools, creating a disadvantage for IMGs. Even for programs that do accept IMGs, there's often an unspoken bias that can make it harder for international graduates to stand out. This preference for local graduates can sometimes lead to discrimination, with IMGs feeling that they are held to a different standard or judged more critically during interviews. Even the perception of bias can be discouraging, leading many IMGs to limit their applications to programs they feel are more IMG-friendly. Without the same network or resources as local graduates, many IMGs have to work twice as hard to make connections and gain the same exposure. But in spite of these challenges, IMGs demonstrate an impressive level of resilience, often excelling in their roles and proving their commitment to the profession.